July 10th, 2024. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you. And what are we going to talk about? Kansas City, Independence, Missouri. We're going to talk about drugs. We're going to talk about crime. We're going to talk about the homeless. And we're going to talk about prostitutes. And we got a lot to talk about. Now, last night, I went out for an hour from 11 to midnight, drove around and around a 5-mile radius of my area. And you wouldn't believe the things I got to see. We're going to show that there. But today I didn't get anything posted from the zoo because I didn't make it to the zoo today because I had a flat tire. Just old tire. Basically, the heat got to it. And had to go get another one. So it took me about 3 hours. So that killed about half the day right there. Going to show some stuff though. Because when I was up there at this tire place, there was a guy and his son up there in 2 different hot rod vehicles. Actually, they frequent up there, go up there to big boys up there. And they were talking to a black couple, older black couple. And then there was a guy that had like a panel work van with a ladder on top they were talking to. Interesting. And this guy, he was talking about his life. And he had lost his wife and lost his daughter to cancer and stuff. But what got brought up about this, where I'm going with this is, up there at that, I think it's called KC Liquor. And there's a whole bunch of them. I mean, like meth heads, prostitutes, and other different things that go over to that liquor store, hang out in that area. Well, there were some women that were going back behind there and then coming back. They had these bags and they were going back behind. Black gal, white gal, and there was a couple. I don't know if it was a guy and gal or who knows what they were doing there. But I'm going to show some of that too. But we're going to show what I come across last night. And we're going to talk a little bit about 7-Eleven up here. It's still going heavy and strong. They're still moving that stuff left and right. Had a guy off Willis down here last night at frequent. Went to 7-Eleven. They're still going over to Sinclair. They're still going on over to, and then I guess they're going on over to Walmart. Now, I think that's probably stupid, but maybe Walmart's not even following up. They got those security cameras in their parking lots, but it makes me wonder, if they're going that far, what are they doing? I don't know, I know what they're doing. And Nolan Road over here, caught some of them over there doing some stuff. Went out to Waterfall Park out by Bass Pro. There was a guy, there's 3 cars sitting out there at that Waterfall Park last night. One of them was getting high. A couple a couple, I think it was a guy and gal. There was laying on the grass out there. But there was some other stuff that was going on too. Did come across a deer last night, late, a little after 11 o'clock out there at Waterfall Park too. And a lot of stuff. There was some stuff going on over here at Walgreens. It didn't look on the up and up, like they might have been dealing some drugs there. And then there was another suspicious car that was at the very tip end of there. I mean, if somebody was going in there to get medicine for themselves, maybe for a child, it'd be one thing. But this was right at the outer edge, and they're parking at the, up against the wall, and they're on their phones at 11 midnight. Got up there by the motel. There's still stuff going on there. There's a black guy had been hanging on the pole. I seen this guy at noon. He was still over there at 11:30 at night on this pole. And this guy ain't like just a homeless guy. This guy more you can tell this guy, they're doing something. They're moving stuff. And then there was another guy that looked like halfway homeless over on that wall, like when they get drugged out and stuff too. Off by a Kentucky Fried Chicken and McDonald's. Going to show that. Also by that motel, I don't know if that's Smoothie or whatever, it's up by that motel. Somebody, now get this, they were at almost midnight, they were inside tearing the center of the dash of this SUV apart. Now, who starts at almost midnight? And what I really went through, I guess what concerns me about this, if you as a police officer, you might be wanting to look at this, is because the computers, on these vehicles, lots of them are located back there. The basically security systems in back behind where the radios and stuff are. And if they're trying to bypass something, the security systems, if maybe something's been stolen, maybe they're trying to get past something else, it might just be a good idea to check on those vehicles. Now, I can't remember if this one had a tag on it or not. I don't think it did either. But they were sure in that center of that console at almost midnight up there by Smoothies. And I could see their hands in there, and one was holding a flashlight, and they were in there. I don't know. Kind of weird here, Independence. So I'm going to show that real quick, guys. And there's lots of stuff. Anyway, let's get started. All right, guys. So here's Kansas City. Here's Independence, Missouri. Had to go down there on 40 Highway. Like I say, I had a tire I had to get replaced. I was thinking, I hope I was going to get it patched, and sidewall was just old. And I had to go back to Walmart and get a tire so I could match the tires, and then go back up there, had them mount and balance it for me. But along the way, there's that, I think it's KC Liquor. I'm going to look here in a second. I think I got one picture of what it says there. These ladies were going back behind KC Liquor. I don't think there's a motel back there. I don't think there's an apartment complex back there. But I do think that's where some of the homeless people go and stuff. And a lot of stuff goes down. So I don't know. Here's this one picture. I mean, you can leave it to your imagination what's going on. So hold on. Okay, guys. There it is. There it is. It's KC Liquor. And this was a black lady. And she was also heading back behind KC Liquor. And man, there's a lot of activity goes on back behind this KC Liquor over here. I've seen a lot of stuff. Actually, they actually had a fight, altercation, a whole bunch of them, and some like meth heads out in front of this place. Now, I didn't see that today, but I did see a lot of women going back and forth. And when I was there at the tire place, there was a gentleman, him and his son was there. They had some hot rods that goes up here to Big Boys. And they were talking to a black couple that was about 50 years old. And then talking to another white guy that had a work van there, was getting tires put on it. And he was saying there's a lot of these gals that are hooking. And I'm just sitting there. I never spoke to any of them, but I was listening to what all was being said. And there's a lot of stuff going on over here in Kansas City and Independence, Missouri. Now, hold on. Here was another one. Now, all this stuff took place, these ladies took place in about, I had to wait for about 30, 45 minutes there. And one right after another. But they were all going in and out behind that KC Liquors. And like you say, this is Kansas City. And like I say, then they run on down towards Independence Way. Now, I think Independence that goes down here on 40 Highway so far. This is 40 Highway down here. But I wanted to show that real quick, so hold on. Want to get one more shot in there. There's a Go Chiefs shot. Hey, that's what keeps the Chiefs going. Hold on, guys. All right, guys, I wanted to show this real quick because this is going to pertain to this down the line. Now, this is that 7-Eleven across from Big Boys. Like where that guy was talking about the hookers, all of them head on up 40 Highway here, and all the other stuff and everything goes on up here by Big Boys, and other stuff that comes up this way. I think Big Boy's supposed to be a church-related deal. I don't know. Don't you love this? This is about getting close to midnight, and they're backed in with your lights and stuff. But there was lots of activity. There's some Tahoes I'm going to show here. And one of these Tahoes got a tag on it. Well, they actually both got tags on. One's got a Tim tag. I don't know if that's expired or not, but this is something that needs to be looked at. I think it's expired. I'm not for sure, but a lot of bad stuff with that Tim tag bunch there. You would definitely want to take a look at that. But it sets up there a lot. And just really interesting. A lot of stuff frequent going in and out. And there was a couple ladies about 60 years old, I'd say. They were probably about 60, white, heavy-set gals, and another one. Either they're Tahoes or Suburbans. Sometimes I get them confused because, I mean, they all look about the same. Both of them look kind of pretty raunchy and rough. But one of the Tahoes that had the two gals in it, they, within 15 minutes, made 3 trips into the 7-Eleven back and forth. I don't think they were looking for to hook. I think they were dealing stuff, moving stuff back and forth. You'd have to be pretty desperate on that. But let's go ahead and show some other stuff here real quick, so hold on. Okay, guys, now this is that one that sits up at 7-Eleven. Like I said, it's either Tahoe Suburban. You can't miss it. It's got a temp tag on it. It's always sitting up there. It's moving in and out. This thing comes zooming up and around the corner and coming up here. Now, this is by that good motel where they deal all the drugs and have the prostitutes and stuff. But I want to show this because this thing is going to try to bypass me. Now, I don't know why it was in such a big hurry to get around me and get gone. But I'm going to show that real quick. And I just thought this was odd. But let's watch this. You see that right there. We're going to bring that in. This is the one. This is the one. Because this one here, this has got the temp tag on it. You see it zooming around there? Now hold on. And there it is right there. Let me see if I can go back. I didn't want, it's kind of hard to hold the tablet and do this too, but I want to try to do this. Let's see here. Hold on. Yeah, it already went through. Okay, guys, hold on a second. There we go. See how fast it was moving? And then time it gets through, I mean, man, he just right there. That's where he is, right there. And boy, he is moving on. Now, hold on. So, I want to show a couple other things real quick, too. So, I went over through here this quick trip on Nolan. And this backside's always not a good side, too. And this one guy sitting in this, I think it was a Charger, mate. I know. It was just kind of weird. White guy. You gotta remember, this is from 11 to midnight, guys. This isn't, and he's on the back side over here, as you can see, of this building. But over here, let's see if I can get this to come in. And right here. And boy, is he sitting in the dark. And boy, now, wouldn't you think, let's see if I can get this to come in a little bit clearer, guys. There we go, a little bit clearer. Sorry about that. And this guy just sitting there with his lights running. That far back off to the back side. Now, if he had somebody who's waiting for it, shoot, he could have just pulled up there where all those other vehicles. There was plenty of open spots. What's this guy doing? I don't know. So hold on, guys. All right, guys. I got another one I'm going to show you. Now, I was heading down 40 Highway. This is about 11:30. And this is a motorcycle. Maybe these two here work at Olive Gardens. I don't know. But come out of Olive Garden's parking lot. And look pretty strange. Now, you know, up here in this parking lot, they deal a lot of drugs and stuff. They go on this back side over here. You guys see this here. If I can get this in a little bit. I have to darken this down so you guys can see it a little bit better. Let's see if I can kind of do about halfway and see if that helps. You can see right there. And this is at 11:30 at night. Like I said, maybe they work there. I don't know. I see this motorcycle. go up the street a lot, up and down the street a lot at night. I don't know. And then there's always another vehicle behind it, usually backing it up like a truck. I don't know. It just seemed a little strange. I'm going to turn around here. Because we're going to go on over back behind where the motel and stuff was. Like I say, I just driving all around, taking a look at all this stuff. And there's that red truck. Well, isn't that something? Well, you know, isn't it kind of weird how they're like in 2 or 3? They're always kind of like a little convoy, guys. I don't know. Probably nothing. You know? Nothing at all. But see, this is where I picked up that Tahoe or Suburban down here. And really strange. You can see I turned here. And you know that Gordman's parking lot, the Toys R Us parking lot, it's notorious for them dealing drugs over here. And I just thought that was kind of funny. That's kind of weird. Now, what I just showed you before about the Tahoe or Suburban, the one that cut across, this is where I picked it up at, somewhere it pulled in. Way far back there. It seemed, I guess, coming through here. But I know where it's at. It goes up to 7-Eleven. It also goes up right down to Spanky's. It travels back and forth to all these places. Very strange, guys. Now, hold on. Okay, guys, so I had made one pass coming back southbound here on a 40 highway in Chrysler. When I got up here off the side street off Willis up here, now this was about 11:30 to 11:45. There's a guy coming off there. And like I say, this is where they run the drugs. They run back and forth. I'm going to slow this down too. The first stop he's going to make is up here at 7-Eleven. And I'm going to let you guys kind of see that. But I'm going to show you how far this guy gets, man. He gets crazy stuff here. Now let's see if I can do this and hold everything right so you guys can see. He's right there. Now, you'd think he's going for a soda pop or how about a beer? But wait a minute. See, there's another car lit over here too. Backed in. And, going to go head that way first. And he's going to go on over. But this guy ain't going to stop there. He's going to, from here, he's going to go over to Sinclair. And then he's going to move on down towards Walmart at midnight. I'm sure this is, I don't know, just an exercise run, right, guys? So hold on. So we're up here by Costantino's, what I call Costantino's, or they call it Apple Market now. And this guy, he's making pretty good time. He's almost by the bus stop. He's not going to stop at the bus stop, though. I pass on. He keeps on going. He heads on over to Walmart in that area. And but first, you gotta go by Sinclair first. Well, why all these? That's kind of weird, isn't it? These stops. But let's go ahead and get there. And let's see. Probably nothing. Well, there he is right there. That's the same guy. Let me slow this down here. About around 11 o'clock, everything starts kind of crawling out, you know, guys. If you really want to know what's going on in your neighborhood, you know, go take a run between 11 o'clock and 1 a.m. or get up about 2:30 or 3 a.m. in the morning. Drive around a little while. See what you can see. See you going on past that bus stop. And this Sinclair is a hot place over here, I guess. I don't know. Now, I went by Fisca tonight when I come back. I was up there, went up there to the casino. Got me something to eat up there, some pizza up there at Liberty up there, pizza place. But interesting stuff. So hold on, guys. All right, guys. Now I wanted to show this real quick. I have to, like I said, I drove around for about an hour. I'm going to show something back at 7-Eleven here in a second, but I have to show it in like, the order that I got it here. But what I want to show you, this guy had been here since noon. He'd been sitting over here, and this guy, this ain't just a homeless guy. This guy doing something. And now there was another guy over here. Let's see, I gotta, I better move over there. There's another guy over here on this back side over here. But, and like I say, he looked like he just have stoned out of his mind. Not this guy. This guy had all his faculties there. And I don't know, something Independence needs to be looking at here on knowing this guy. But hold on. Oh yeah, guys, don't forget this either. Like I say, there's a lot of stuff going on. But this gentleman here, this guy here has got some real problems. Now, he's always throwing his hands up in the air and stuff like that. And I don't know if he's talking to himself, but he's throwing. This is somebody that probably needs to be evaluated. Now, like I say, just a couple days back, there's a Kansas City, Missouri officer that got stabbed at one of these. He was coming off duty. He was going to, I guess, to his vehicle. And they had kind of like a bus stop like station kind of off by there, and this guy approached him and he stabbed him several times. This guy here, and this was around, like I say, it's probably around 11:40 to midnight, and he was spinning in circles here. Now this is right up on Nolan and 40 here. See if I could go back and see if I can slow this down some. Hold on, guys. If you can see it that good or not, but he was going in circles and throwing his hands up in the air. I don't know. Hold on. See if I can do it one more time, see if you can see it at all. Why it looks white above his face, he's throwing his hands up in the air and he's spinning around. I don't know. I think there's somebody that actually probably shouldn't be on the street that needs some help. But hold on, guys. Oh, yeah, guys. And before I forget, like I say, I kind of have to try to take this in order so I don't forget anything. And I know it's kind of jumping around. But that motel, one of the other Suburbans or Tahoes ended up at the motel. Isn't that interesting? Where all the drugs and prostitution, a lot of stuff's going on, one of them ended up back over there too. So I wanted to show that. I don't know if I can get these. You see those two right there? One of the ones was the one that it had one of those tags on it. Very interesting. Not too far to go up to 7-Eleven up there in 40 Highway in Chrysler. Come back, do those runs. And wouldn't it be, that's a pretty good deal. Think about that. You got the prostitutes over there, need the drugs. What better place, huh, guys? Okay, guys. And there's that, like I said, I don't know if that's that Tahoe or Suburban. That was the one that had the two white ladies in it. It's kind of heavy set. And it was going back and forth. It actually came even from like that, over there once across from that apartments over there. Like, what is that? What do they consider that? Over there by that dinner. Is that Chrysler Apartments or whatever it is? But this thing was going up and down, in and out, in and out of 7-Eleven. From 11, like I say, from 11 to midnight, this thing was frequent a lot. And like I said, one of these ended up back over at the motel. And this was one of the ones. Kind of interesting, huh, guys? As you can see, I think it turned around here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's got its left flasher on. Because it's going to go back to 7-Eleven, guys. Now, see, you can't make this stuff up, man. I don't know. I'm running out of time, so I want to get these other ones in, but I wanted you guys to see this real quick. So hold on. Oh, and it turns around. It turns around and goes back. Okay, guys, this was a quick trip. Second pass. Got homeless out here. Like I say, some of them high, some of them not. Two sitting down here, one coming over across here. Now, also, this was my second pass. Don't forget that car was up over here on this back side with the white guy in it. And I don't think it was on the second pass. I think it had taken off, but wanted to show that. These three here. And as you can see, yeah, the black car is gone now. Isn't that interesting? I mean, if you're going to distribute the stuff, need to spread it out, get your money, then you use the lower ones to go sell the stuff, bring me the money back. Yeah. So I wanted to show that real quick, guys. I got about 3 minutes left. I'm going to run out of here. I'm trying to hurry. Let's see here if I can get to this. I want you guys to see this vehicle. This vehicle right here. When I went by the first time, there was a gentleman standing by the door, had his phone out. He's down on the side down here, but there is another person in this vehicle too. And that was very odd. I'm going to show you that. Here's the gentleman that was over there by the vehicle, had the phone. He's down here on this end, down here. I'm going to show that real quick. I turn around. There's a massive amount down here. Denny's, oh my gosh. I mean, there was a massive amount. And I just thought that was very strange. Very, very strange. So, hold on, guys. All right, guys, real quick. You can see over there at Denny's, there was about 7 of them standing out in front. Went over off to the side of this vehicle. What I thought was weird, this vehicle, and they were just sitting there. I mean, I used to go dance with different people and stuff. Sometimes they would dance late. Sometimes some of them would drink. They'd go in here, drink coffee, eat, a piece of pie, cake, whatever and stuff. This stuff here, I don't know. That looked very odd to me, very weird. So I turned back around here. Let's see if I can get this. You guys see this a little bit more. I don't know. That was just weird. And we're getting close to midnight. And there's that guy, but there's still somebody in that vehicle. So what are they doing? Or was this guy going to sell something? Didn't want to get caught with the other guy? Or whatever. Whoever was in this vehicle, I could see the other person in there, but the door is open. I mean, why is the door open? The windows are down. It ain't cool enough. Like I say, that's one of their signatures if they're dealing stuff. And they want to come back around. We got this baby down here. This car down here in this corner. Furthest away from the whole door of the business itself. And it's sitting there. Running headlights. Almost midnight. Okay, real quick, guys. I think it's that ice cream place there in front of the motel there. But I'm going to show that vehicle. So hold on. Okay, guys, I'm about ready to run out of time. This vehicle right here was the one that they were tearing the center of the dash out of where the radio is. This is right at close at midnight. Now, to me, if a police officer is going along here, seen this vehicle without no tags and that, and one guy was holding a flashlight trying to get in there to where that was, I think it warrants to be checked. Anyway, keep your eyes open and stay safe out there.